Have you ever sat with a woman and found yourself wondering, does she actually like me, or is she just being polite? And because you were not sure, you did nothing. You waited, you watched, and the moment passed. I know that feeling. And I also know that a lot of men out there are missing the clearest signals imaginable. Not because they lack perception, but because nobody ever taught them how to read the language correctly. There is research showing that a woman can send an attraction signal up to 13 times before the average man realizes what is happening. 13 times. Meanwhile, she is thinking, why does he not get it? The truth is that a woman's body is terrible at hiding real emotion. There are 4 zones on the body that will give away her genuine interest, even while her mouth is still saying nothing is going on. And today, we are going to read each one in order, from the most subtle to the most surprising. Let us start with the zone that almost nobody pays attention to, but that says a great deal: the neck and collarbone. In evolutionary biology, the neck is where the body's most vital arteries are concentrated. It is the zone that human beings instinctively protect when they feel threatened, and expose freely when they feel completely safe. When a woman slightly tilts her head to one side while talking to you, even just a little, her body is saying, "I do not feel threatened by you. I trust you." That is a biological reflex, not a conscious decision. Or when she unconsciously runs her fingers along her collarbone during a conversation, that is not a habit. That is her body drawing your attention toward one of her most naturally compelling features. Picture this. You are telling a completely ordinary story about work, about the weekend, about anything at all. And while you talk, she unconsciously sweeps her hair to one side to reveal her neck. She does not know she is doing it, but her body does. That is a green light, and it is glowing right in front of you. Next, this is the most honest part of the human body, and also the one that almost no one thinks about: the feet. The brain can control what we say. It can control our facial expressions. It can even control our eye contact. But the feet, positioned furthest from the brain, well outside the reach of conscious attention, the feet almost never lie. When someone is attracted to another person, the nervous system automatically orients the body toward the source of that attraction. That is an evolutionary reflex, no rational thought required. So the next time you are sitting in a group, notice where her knees or her toes are pointed. She may be looking at someone else, laughing with someone else, talking to someone else entirely. But if her feet are aimed towards you, that is the real answer. The body does not know how to perform. The body only knows how to be honest. The third point, and this is the most beautiful signal of all, because it is not intentional. It is the natural resonance of 2 minds beginning to connect. Mirroring, the unconscious echo. When the brain begins to genuinely like someone, truly like, not just politely tolerate, it automatically starts to synchronize with that person. Gestures, tone, speaking pace, even word choice. Here is how it plays out in real life. You pick up your glass to take a drink. A few seconds later, she does the same. You lean back in your chair. She unconsciously adjusts her posture to match. You start using a particular word or phrase, and the following week she uses it too. She has no idea she is doing it. That is exactly the point. Mirroring is not a decision. It is evidence of a connection forming beneath the surface of conscious awareness. Once you start noticing this, you will see it everywhere. And each time you do, it is a quiet confirmation that something is being built between the two of you. And now, the fourth point, the one that cannot be faked no matter how hard anyone tries. Eye contact and pupil dilation. When we look at someone we are attracted to, the brain releases dopamine, and dopamine causes the pupils to dilate, a physiological response that is entirely beyond the reach of willpower. But you do not need to measure anyone's pupils to read this signal. You only need to watch for two things. First, does she hold eye contact longer than usual? Longer than 5 seconds? Longer than ordinary social norms call for? Second, when she catches you looking back at her, does she glance away and then smile? That small, involuntary, slightly embarrassed smile that cannot quite be hidden? That is not coincidence. That is the body reacting faster than the rational mind can intervene. And one more sign to keep in mind: a genuine smile always reaches the eyes. When she smiles at you and small creases appear at the outer corners of her eyes, that is a smile that cannot be acted. The Duchenne muscle, the one that controls the outer eye area, only activates when the emotion behind it is real. If her smile stays at the mouth only, that is politeness. But if that smile lights up her eyes, that is the real thing. And now, here is the part that I know is going to genuinely surprise a lot of people. You might think that when she seems restless, constantly fiddling with her phone, a ring on her finger, the chain around her neck, that is a sign she wants to leave, right? Completely wrong. In psychology, this is called positive tension. When someone is powerfully attracted to another person, the nervous system becomes stimulated, and that energy needs somewhere to go. Small movements like a gently bouncing leg, fingers tapping a rhythm, constantly adjusting her hair or turning a ring, that is the body releasing the pressure of excitement. She blushes when you look her in the eyes. That is not discomfort. That is evidence that you are moving her emotionally, and her body is not fast enough to hide it. Nervousness, in many cases, is the most honest confession she can give you. So from these 4 signals, the neck, the feet, mirroring, and eye contact, what I want you to take away today is not a checklist to run through one by one. Body language accounts for roughly 55% of the total impact of communication. Words are thoughts that have been filtered through rational thinking. But the body is truth before it has been filtered at all. There is one important principle to keep in mind, though: never draw a conclusion from a single gesture. Instead, build a baseline. Observe how she interacts with other people in the same setting. Then observe what is different when she is with you. If she only tilts her head with you, not with anyone else. If her feet are pointed only toward you, even while she is talking to the whole group. If the smile she gives you is different from the polite smile she gives everyone else. That is when the signals are truly worth something. Now, I want to hear from you. Out of the 4 signals today, which one have you already seen in someone special to you? Drop it in the comments below. No name needed, no need to write much, just be honest. Hit. Like if this video helped you recognize something you used to think you were imagining. Share it with any friend who is missing green lights flashing right in front of him. And subscribe to Femina Mind to keep decoding the inner world of women with us. One signal at a time, one connection at a time. See you in the next video.